Yeah, the resulting goals that they got late in the second quarter, really poor defensive effort, not to spoil the ball across the line, some poor defensive efforts right on the goal line, potentially an undisciplined act, free kick 10 metres out. So, but also the reality, they started to get a bit on top in the contested possession area, which we've been terrific in for the first 40 or so minutes of the game. So their good players started to get more involved.
Are you more disappointed about the loss or the sort of the lack of the fight in the second half?
There wasn't a lack of fight. I think it's a pretty poor summary of proceedings. I thought we certainly got outrun. Their run was terrific. We tried to take away the way they usually play, and at times in the second quarter we really got on top of them, but I think they proved that they're a better side than us right at the moment. That's very hard for any competitor to accept, but it's reality at the moment. So we know that we've got a lot of hard work to do.
Is this one of those losses that's going to burn in the guts pre-season and spur you on for next season, or is it still too raw at the moment to sort of even think about that?
Oh, we've got a really important game next week that to prove to ourselves and to our supporters that that effort's not totally reflective of where we are as a side, because at the moment we're just getting a little bit beaten up by better sides. That's not news to anyone. So, but against the side that's below us on the ladder, we need a much better performance than that. And I'm really confident we'll get that. But it's these games that you play for. It's these games that you're in the competition for, and at the moment we're not holding our end up.
And is that largely to do with the amount of experience that the Saints had?
I don't know whether experience is a factor, but a lot of things are factors. I think they just, man for man, they just competed harder for longer. So we were able to do it in fits and spurts, but we're not able to do it against those really good sides for long enough. And I was concerned halfway through the second quarter, not because St Kilda was scoring, but because we just looked out on our feet halfway through the second quarter, which is a real concern, because I think our run and our fitness has really improved. But clearly when the intensity goes right up, it just exposed us a little bit there. So that it's good that we do get exposed. Hard to take at the time, but it's good because some glaring deficiencies get opened up when the heat's really on. So we'll address those.
Is one of those deficiencies somebody at the drop of the ball, or players at the drop of the ball in the defensive half? It seemed to be a bit of a problem right through tonight.
Yeah, you make defensive decisions. I mean, Riewoldt is a superstar for a reason, and sometimes defenders they make decisions to come off their direct opponent to support that contest. And I thought Milne and Schneider looked really dangerous at ground level. So their direct opponents were trying to do the right thing and kill the contest, but unfortunately they didn't kill the contest well enough, and they got involved at ground level. So I think we've got the types there to do it.
You've got a couple of very talented small forwards, and we've seen clubs like Carlton take a small forward and put them behind the ball. Is that a possibility maybe for a Thomas or a Campbell next season to do it Davis or a Yarra?
Well, Matty Campbell played the whole last quarter off half back, so and Daniel Wells played there quite a bit too. He played there various parts of the game tonight. But look, I think that while I've said that certain parts of our games have been exposed, you've got to be too careful not to throw the baby out with the bathwater either, because I think our defence has been pretty solid most of the year. So it's not just our defence we need to look at, it's all areas.
So are you going to narrowly miss the finals for a second year similar to last year? Do you think you've taken any steps forward this year? Do you think you're a better team?
No doubt we're a better team, but in a competition you've got to improve more than your opposition. So we've certainly improved from last year. The competition moves as well, doesn't wait for anyone. So have we improved as much as I wanted us to? No, we haven't. So, but I think I said the same thing last year. the ladder position that we occupy at the moment is reflective of where we're at. Nothing to do with talent, but just to do with constant improvement. I've been really pleased with Sean Atley and Kieran Harper coming into our side this year. We now have a nucleus of players that need to take the next step. At the moment, some have, some haven't. So time will tell whether the others step up.
Brett, are you able to shed any light on some comments that Boomer was making at, I think, directed at half-time? Possible complaint
who?
of some sort?
A complaint made to the umpire at all? It was spoken about on the TV networks at half-time that he may have made a complaint to the umpire about a comment made to him by a Saints player.
No, Boom hasn't said anything to me, but is it a match review panel issue, or what's the concern?
Do not know. Just wondering if, as I say, if you're able to shed any light on some comments
no,
that he made. Yeah.
No, I'm not. But the powers that be will take care of all those incidents.
Can you just confirm those two North guys got reported tonight?
Yeah, I've just been informed that Levi and Jack were, have been reported. So the whole reporting on the day of the game needs to be completely just thrown in the bin, because it's a complete waste of time. The match review panel deals with that. The video review deals with that. And we've seen instances this year where umpires make mistakes. The match review panel throw it out, but you still get a free kick paid against you. I mean, Brady Rawlings is supposed to come off with the blood rule. An umpire plucks a free kick in a wrestle, and he plays on, hits a forward target. I mean, isn't the bloke supposed to come off with the blood rule? There are all sorts of things that we need to make umpires' jobs easier, much easier, not harder.
Thanks,
All
guys.
good?